Have you ever felt stuck in a situation that seemed utterly impossible to overcome? What if I told you that there are 7 simple words rooted in the teachings of Buddhism that can completely transform the way you approach challenges? Stay tuned to discover how these 7 words have the power to turn the impossible into the possible. Lesson 1. Believe. Belief is like a strong pillar that supports our journey from impossible to possible. It is the unwavering faith in ourselves and in the cosmic connection that empowers us to conquer challenges and reach our goals. When we truly believe in ourselves and in the profound interdependence of all beings and things, we align ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, opening doors to endless possibilities that may have once seemed out of reach. Belief is not just about wishful thinking or mere optimism. It goes beyond surface-level affirmations and reaches deep into the core of our being. It is a profound understanding that we are not separate from the world around us, but an integral part of it. This realization brings about a sense of empowerment and responsibility as we come to recognize the impact our thoughts, words, and actions have on the greater web of existence. When we believe in ourselves, we acknowledge our own inherent potential and worth. We understand that we are capable of far more than we often give ourselves credit for. This self-belief acts as a catalyst, propelling us forward with unwavering determination and courage. It helps us silence the inner doubts and fears that may have held us back in the past, allowing us to step boldly into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges come our way. When we see ourselves as part of a vast and intricate network of relationships, we develop a profound appreciation for the diversity and unity of life. This interconnected view encourages us to treat all beings with kindness and respect, knowing that our actions ripple outwards and influence the world around us in ways we may not even fully comprehend. Belief also serves as a source of strength and resilience during times of adversity. When faced with seemingly insurmountable difficulties, it is our unwavering faith in the power of belief that sustains us and keeps us going. It acts as a beacon of hope in the darkest of moments, reminding us that even the most challenging circumstances are temporary and that we have the inner resources to weather the storm. By cultivating a deep sense of belief in ourselves and in the interconnected nature of existence, we shift our perspective from one of limitation to one of boundless potential. We no longer see obstacles as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. We approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and openness, knowing that each difficulty we overcome brings us closer to realizing our truest selves. When we wholeheartedly believe in ourselves and in the interconnected web of life, we unlock a reservoir of inner strength and resilience that enables us to turn the impossible into the possible, one step at a time. Lesson 2. Persist. When we face obstacles and challenges, it is our ability to persist that propels us forward towards success. The concept of persistence can be likened to a steady flame that burns brightly, illuminating our path even in the darkest times. To persist means to continue steadfastly in our efforts despite difficulties or opposition. It requires a strong will, determination, and resilience to stay focused on our goals and aspirations. In the teachings of Buddhism, the practice of persistence is highly valued as it is seen as a key to overcoming obstacles and realizing our full potential. By being fully present in the moment and aware of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can cultivate the inner strength needed to persevere in the face of adversity. Mindfulness allows us to stay grounded and centered, helping us to remain steadfast in our commitment to our goals. Persistence in Buddhism is not just about the outer effort we put in, but also about the inner transformation that takes place within us. It is about developing the mental fortitude to endure challenges with grace and equanimity. By cultivating qualities such as patience, perseverance, and resilience, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with a sense of calm and poise. Another important aspect of persistence in Buddhism is the idea of right effort. This involves exerting effort in a balanced and harmonious way, without falling into the trap of overexertion or laziness. Right effort teaches us to work diligently towards our goals, while also accepting the impermanent nature of things and being flexible in our approach. Persistence also involves a deep commitment to staying true to our path despite setbacks and obstacles. It requires unwavering dedication and faith in our abilities to overcome challenges and adversities. By staying focused on our goals and maintaining a positive attitude, we can continue to move forward even when the journey seems tough or daunting. The practice of persistence in Buddhism is not about forcing things to happen, but rather about trusting in the process and allowing things to unfold naturally. It is about embracing the ebbs and flows of life with an open heart and a sense of gratitude for the lessons they bring. By surrendering to the flow of life and trusting in the wisdom of the universe, we can find the strength and resilience to persist in the face of uncertainty. By embracing the practice of persistence, we can transform the seemingly impossible into the possible and realize our full potential as human beings. Lesson 3. Adapt. Adaptation is an important idea in Buddhism. It's about being flexible and open in our lives. Think of life like a river that keeps moving and changing direction. Just like a tree moves with the wind to avoid breaking, we need to learn to bend and adjust for whatever comes our way. Things always change, and holding on to the past or refusing to change just makes us unhappy. When we resist change, we build walls that stop us from growing. Instead, if we accept that things change and learn to adapt, we can find freedom from our own limitations. Adaptation requires us to be present in the moment and to let go of our attachments to specific outcomes. We become fixated on a particular vision of how things should be, and when reality does not align with our expectations, we experience disappointment and frustration. However, when we cultivate a mindset of adaptability, we can flow with the changes that life brings, adjusting our sails as needed to navigate the waters of uncertainty. The practice of adaptation involves being open to new experiences and perspectives. It requires us to let go of rigid thinking patterns and embrace uncertainty with curiosity and courage. Just as a bamboo stalk bends in the wind but does not break, we too can learn to be resilient and supple in the face of adversity. Adaptation is not about blindly accepting whatever comes our way. Rather, it is about responding thoughtfully and skillfully to the challenges of life. It involves a proactive approach to change, where we assess the situation, make informed decisions, and take appropriate actions to align ourselves with the flow of life. Just as a martial artist adjusts their movements to counter their opponent's actions, we too can learn to adapt our responses to meet the needs of the present moment. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Mindfulness allows us to observe the ebb and flow of life without getting swept away by its currents, enabling us to make conscious choices that are in line with our values and intentions. Adaptation also involves letting go of our ego-driven desires and beliefs. When we cling to a fixed sense of self or identity, we create unnecessary constraints that limit our potential for growth and transformation. By releasing our attachment to who we think we are, we can embrace the fluidity of existence and tap into our innate capacity for adaptation and renewal. When things get tough, adapting helps us find new ways to solve problems and turn challenges into chances. Instead of thinking problems are too hard to overcome, we can see them as chances to learn, grow, and change. Like a young plant growing towards the sun, we can rise above tough times and become our best selves. Adapting is really about changing ourselves for the better. By being flexible, strong, and open to new things, we can break away from our usual habits and ways of thinking. Like a river finding its way through the land, we can move forward easily towards new goals, accepting that life always changes, and doing it with smarts and style. Lesson 4. Innovate. Innovation means coming up with new ideas or ways of doing things to turn problems into chances. It's about not sticking to the same old ways of thinking, but trying out new ways to deal with difficulties. When people are innovative, they can use their creativity and cleverness to adjust to changes and do well even when things are tough. Being innovative means being ready to try new things, take risks, and not being afraid of failing, because failing can teach valuable lessons that help you succeed later on. Instead of being scared of things you don't know, it's better to see them as opportunities to learn and get better. This change in thinking is really important for making a culture where people are encouraged to try new things and push the limits of what's possible. Buddhists believe that everything is in a state of flux, and rigid adherence to the status quo can hinder personal growth and spiritual development. By adopting an innovative mindset, individuals can cultivate a sense of adaptability and resilience that enables them to navigate the ever-changing landscape of life with grace and equanimity. A beginner's mind is a state of openness and receptivity that is free from preconceptions and biases. By approaching every experience with a sense of curiosity and wonder, individuals can tap into their innate creativity and see the world with new eyes. This childlike enthusiasm for exploration and discovery empowers individuals to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. Innovation is not just about coming up with groundbreaking ideas or revolutionary inventions. It is also about cultivating a mindset of continuous improvement and evolution. By embracing a spirit of innovation in all aspects of life, individuals can unlock their full potential and harness their creative energies to make a positive impact on the world around them. Whether it is finding new ways to connect with others, addressing pressing social issues, or pursuing personal growth and self-discovery, innovation is the driving force that propels individuals towards greater heights of achievement and fulfillment. By cultivating a spirit of innovation in their lives, individuals can tap into their creative potential and manifest their deepest aspirations into reality. In doing so, they honor the teachings of Buddhism by embracing impermanence, interconnectedness, and the boundless potential for growth and transformation that resides within each moment. Through the practice of mindfulness, the cultivation of a beginner's mind, and a willingness to experiment and take risks, individuals can unlock their creative energies and unleash their full potential to transform the impossible into the possible. Lesson 5. Persevere. Perseverance is a key virtue that can help us navigate through the ups and downs of life. It is like a steady flame that burns brightly even in the darkest of times, guiding us towards our goals and dreams. When we persevere, we show resilience, determination, and unwavering focus on what we want to achieve. The Buddha himself demonstrated immense perseverance on his journey towards awakening, facing numerous challenges and obstacles along the way. His unwavering commitment to his spiritual practice allowed him to overcome these difficulties and ultimately reach enlightenment. When we face obstacles or setbacks in our own lives, it can be easy to feel discouraged or hopeless. We may be tempted to give up and abandon our goals, especially when the road ahead seems steep and daunting. However, it is precisely in these moments that perseverance becomes most important. It is the inner strength that propels us forward, even when the world around us seems to crumble. Perseverance is not about blindly pushing forward without regard for our well-being or the well-being of others. It is about finding a balance between determination and flexibility, staying committed to our goals, while also being open to adapting our strategies when necessary. It requires patience, humility, and a willingness to learn from our mistakes. Perseverance is not about denying the existence of obstacles or pretending that everything is easy. It is about facing reality head-on and moving forward with courage and determination. It is about acknowledging our fears and doubts, but not allowing them to paralyze us. Instead, we can use them as stepping stones towards growth and transformation. When we persevere, we build resilience and inner strength that can carry us through any storm. We learn to trust in our abilities and cultivate a sense of self-reliance that empowers us to face life's challenges with grace and dignity. Perseverance is like a muscle that grows stronger with each trial we overcome, leading us closer to our goals and aspirations. When things get tough, it's easy to forget why we're doing what we're doing and start doubting ourselves. But that's when perseverance kicks in. It's like a bright light that guides us through the darkness, reminding us to keep going even when it's hard. Perseverance isn't something we're born with, it's something we learn. Just like learning to ride a bike, it takes practice and making mistakes along the way. But if we keep at it, we can achieve amazing things. If we stick to our goals, accept that nothing lasts forever, and face challenges head-on, we can overcome anything. So, let's work on being more determined and never giving up on our dreams. Lesson 6. Dream. Dreams are like a map showing us where we want to go. They keep us motivated and inspired, pushing us towards our goals. When we dream, we're picturing what we want in the future. This not only helps us understand our desires, but also keeps us focused on achieving them. Dreaming lets us use our imagination. Our minds can imagine all sorts of things that might seem impossible right now. But by nurturing our dreams and imagination, we can broaden our outlook and see beyond what's in front of us. Dreaming encourages us to think beyond the limitations of our current reality. It invites us to explore the realm of possibilities and push the boundaries of what we believe is achievable. Through dreaming, we can unlock our potential and discover hidden talents and strengths that we may not have realized before. When we are specific and intentional about our dreams, we are more likely to take concrete steps towards making them a reality. Intentions act as a guiding force, directing our actions and choices towards the fulfillment of our dreams. Dreaming also requires trust and faith in the process. It involves letting go of doubts and fears and embracing the unknown with a sense of optimism and courage. Trusting in the universe and in our own abilities empowers us to pursue our dreams wholeheartedly, knowing that we are supported by a higher force. Dreaming is a collaborative effort between our inner thoughts and outer actions. It is not enough to simply envision our dreams. We must also take practical steps towards their realization. By combining our dreams with consistent effort and hard work, we can transform our aspirations into tangible results. Life is unpredictable, and our dreams may evolve as we grow and learn more about ourselves. Being flexible and willing to adjust our course allows us to stay aligned with our true purpose and make the most of every opportunity that comes our way. Dreaming is a continuous process that requires patience and persistence. Not all dreams come to fruition overnight, and setbacks and challenges may arise along the way. However, by staying committed to our dreams and staying resilient in the face of adversity, we can overcome obstacles and keep moving forward towards our desired outcomes. By embracing our dreams and nurturing our imagination, we can create a future that is in harmony with our deepest desires and values. Through clear intentions, mindfulness, trust, practical action, adaptability, and perseverance, we can turn our dreams into reality and manifest the impossible into possible. Dream big, believe in yourself, and let your aspirations guide you towards a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Lesson 7. Achieve. Achievement is the culmination of our efforts and the realization of our dreams. In Buddhism, achievement is not just about reaching a goal, but about the journey of self-discovery and personal growth. By aligning our actions with our values and staying true to our path, we can achieve incredible feats and turn the impossible into the possible. When we set out to achieve something, We are embarking on a path that requires dedication, perseverance, and a deep connection to our inner selves. In Lesson 7 of the teachings related to achieving our goals, Buddhism emphasizes the importance of aligning our actions with our values and staying committed to our path. Achievement in Buddhism goes beyond the mere attainment of material success or external recognition. It delves into the realm of self-discovery and personal growth, focusing on the transformation that occurs within us as we strive towards our goals. By following the principles of Buddhism, individuals can learn to tap into their inner strengths, overcome obstacles, and ultimately achieve what may have seemed impossible at the outset. To achieve in the Buddhist sense is to cultivate a mindset of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. It involves staying present in the moment, acknowledging the interconnectedness of all things, and recognizing the impermanent nature of life. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can become more aware of their thoughts, emotions, and actions, allowing them to make conscious choices that align with their values and aspirations. In Buddhism, achieving isn't a solo effort. It's a trip we take together with help and advice from others. Just like a tree needs good soil, water, and sunlight to grow, people need a caring place and good relationships to thrive and do well. When we're with folks who think like us and have similar goals, we can get strength and motivation from being part of the group. According to the principle of karma, every action we take has consequences that shape our future experiences. By cultivating positive intentions and engaging in virtuous deeds, individuals can create favorable conditions for success and fulfillment. Conversely, negative actions can lead to obstacles and setbacks on the path to achievement. By releasing our grasp on fixed outcomes and embracing the ebb and flow of life, we can navigate challenges with greater resilience and inner peace. This practice of non-attachment frees us from the burden of unrealistic demands and allows us to adapt to changing circumstances with grace and equanimity. Every choice we make affects not just us, but everyone and everything around us. Being kind, caring, and helping others can make the world a better place. When we do things that match what we believe in, stay aware of our thoughts and feelings, and care about everyone and everything, we can do amazing things. Even things that seem impossible can become possible. In Buddhism, finding success is about understanding ourselves deeply. It's a journey where we learn about ourselves and become better people, leading to happiness and feeling satisfied in life. Overall, the 7 words that transform impossible into possible in Buddhism provide a roadmap for individuals seeking to unleash their inner potential and create a life filled with meaning and purpose. By embracing these lessons and incorporating them into our daily lives, we can cultivate the strength, resilience, and wisdom needed to overcome any challenge and manifest our deepest desires. Through belief, persistence, adaptation, innovation, perseverance, dreaming, and achievement, we can harness the power of possibility and create a life that is filled with limitless potential.